Hello and welcome to this Warno 1v1 game played on Airport Duel between Verter, who we know as Warno's luckiest player, and he's going up against MEMEZ, who is a Sweden main apparently, and he's playing as Berlin Gropers, which is basically Warno's worst division. So we'll go through the deck reviews, then we'll talk about the map, the matchup, the deployments of the game, and as always, timestamps in the description. So I recently did another video on the channel called Warno's Unluckiest Soldier, and it features Verter, and he was playing 2Y, and as you can see the deck is almost identical. The only thing he's changed is he's upvetted his T-72s, which is great, but he's still got his T-80Us downvetted, he's still got 4 howitzers and so on. The deck's basically identical apart from that, so if you want to watch the deck review, watch this video, I'll link it in the description. His opponent, MEMEZ, is playing Berlin Gropers, which is a division you do not see very often at all. I would say this is probably the worst division in the game at the moment, or one of them. It's not terrible, it's just so underwhelming. Mainly, the big thing about it was you would spam T55As, and they used to be OP, and then the price went up a bit, and now they're not. And so now there's not really much reason to play it. So we'll go through it tab by tab. I can only be of limited utility, really, because I don't really play this div. I've not played it in a long time. So first things first, we've got two RM70s, which is interesting. I think in a 1v1, I don't really think you can be rocking two RM70s in a 1v1. I think you should go for one. And then some Acacias maybe, right, for dealing with point targets, MMG teams, stuff like that. And then Gvozdika is for what exactly? Smoke maybe that's for the point targets. But yeah, I wouldn't be, if it was up to me, I'd be running it like this, basically. So mortars for smoke, Acacia. Used to just be called Acacia, but they changed the name to something unpronounceable, so that's cool. Thanks. And one RM70, that's how I'd do it. So even with 3 cards of supply, if you've got 2 of these fired all game, you will still run out. So, something to consider. But yeah, 3 cards of supply. Another thing you could do is have like a big one for the RT, a medium one and a small one, so this is for the front line, right? Keep the big one for the RT at the back, because that is going to drain that. Just make sure you switch off fuel when it comes in. Saves you some stuff. 6 CVs here, and he's gone for the SPW40s over the US. You're paying 15 points more for more HP, more speed, more armor. Yeah, sure. Then we got 3 more CVs here. This is nice because it's 3 per card. Yeah, you can bring it in this if you want, I suppose, but yeah, 9 CVs is generally considered on the high end. But yeah, sure, why not? Then the idea behind this division is that you spam SPW70s everywhere. Spam infantry and SPW70s. It's the closest thing Pact has to a motorized div, but like these things obviously aren't particularly fast. It's like 4th Mot, except 4th Mot's actually good. It does have some advantages, so yeah, basically it's just downvet that. So you still have 4, and then bring this. And so the idea is the easier anti-infantry tools, and you can upvet this one if you want, because you can't upvet this one. This is really nice against infantry. If you had to choose between these two, this one's probably better. Not because it is better in and of itself, but because... actually, is it? No, it does less HE. The accuracy is higher. Anyway, the main advantage is... like this should really be 35, I don't... Anyway... It's 12 availability, that's the nice part. Another thing you can do is, like, if you really want, you can bring a Shilker, so Cub Shilker, and then the Shilker shoots 1 damage, the Cub does 9 damage. That can help a lot. But yeah, the infantry generally, you want it all in SPW70s. Isn't that the whole point of the div? And maybe you can bring 1 in a truck if you want, you know? But yeah, no Motshots and Metis. Don't... You know, you want the Motshots and Metis. That's nice. That's a nice unit. Yeah, and then basically you want 2 cards of ATGMs, and 1 card of MMGs. That's basically the meta now, particularly on these slower divs. So you can probably get rid of the Motshots and BTR. Although maybe... Well, these guys have a nice AT, but... You need to get rid of something, right? So, okay, so we got the Vakshots and RPO, so maybe you don't need the Pioneer Agis. And then you want the Unspeakable one, and you can bring it in an SPW if you want. The main advantage is if you're getting hit, because you'll see you brought the Conkers in it. If you basically just leave it right next to the Conkers, and if you're paying attention and there's Arty coming in, you just load it back in, and then it doesn't die. It's actually pretty useful. So you can do that if you want, or you can just leave it in the, you know. And yeah, you want these MMG teams. It's Resolute, so you can just bring it at Novet. No problem. I've got that bug. Don't know what causes it. I think it's something like if I do this. No, there was a way to fix it. It's not a big deal. Anyway, we need the MMG team, so what do we get rid of? We can get rid of this, honestly. 6 CVs is enough. Oh yeah, this should be updated as well. You can get rid of the Motshots and BTR, or you can get rid of some Vakshots. I mean, because I guess this is the SVD squad, really. It's 5 points more, and it's got 2 more guys, and, you know... Obviously, it's just like... And so on, right, so you need to get rid of Summit. You need to get rid of Summit. The Motshots and Strela is really nice, actually, because... you can keep them with your regular forces, and then Hellies basically can't surprise you because you've always got some AA. So that is nice to have. These guys can be good because of the RPG, right? So maybe get rid of this. But they are nice. They're all nice. They're all nice. You basically just need to pick one. I'm gonna pick this one today because these guys have SVDs and these guys have SVDs, and you know, if you want to spam SVDs, this is more cost effective at doing so, because it's 2 more guys for 5 more points. And so you get the PKM. And yeah, you want Conkers, Unspeakable, PKM. That's the meta, bro. I had a video on my channel. It's called The New Meta is Disgusting, and it's this. Very useful. Spoke about this. Tanks, so yeah, the T-55s are all at 2 vet. I think that's fair enough, really. Oh, I see, it's fixed now, and I don't know why. This thing can be useful on the defense, and this thing, you know, you send around the sides to shoot people. Yeah, don't know what else to say, really. They used to be, like, kind of absurd for the price. Now they're just kind of normal for the price, and that means that a div like this that can't go any heavier is kind of a bit screwed in the late game. Recon, so, yeah, you know, you can... I mean, I'm quite surprised by the 2 cards of Aufklärer. The Vac Aufklärer, I think, yes, that makes a lot of sense, right? You can bring in the UAS or in the heli if you want to do some funny airborne forward deployed thing, but it's probably no point as this div. Mott Grenzer can be nice in the AGS-17, right? Because this AGS-17 is super good against infantry, and this squad is cheap. And you get 7 of them, and it's got good stealth and good optics, so you can put it in a bush and it just kills all the infantry, so that's nice. And then if you want, you know, like Grenzer Flam's cool as well, because it's recon with flamethrowers, but they run out really fast, so... So yeah, not so fantastic. But yeah, you know, you got a cheap recon here. You can bring it in this if you want, but I assume this is here because it's cheap, and this goes with your tanks. You can also just get rid of this and replace it with this, and then you've got some more vehicle recon that you can send around the sides and stuff, because you've already got 13 infantry recons, probably enough, right? But these don't have AT. So yeah, I would probably get rid of that, put this one in. AA spoke about this. So yeah, you can swap the ZPU out for a Shilker if you want, but these are super nice against infantry. The idea is basically if you manage to take a place and you just fill it with the Conkers, the Unspeakables, the PKMs, the AA guns, you know, this thing, that thing, some T-55s behind buildings, so if the tanks come in, you just poke out and shoot them. It's basically impossible to push you out. The issue is taking it, because you don't get there first, and you have to attack into them with T-55s in the early game, basically. the Gov, people seem to like this thing. I think it's crap. 'Cause it's really hard to get into range. It can fire for a very long time, though. That's nice. And once you do get into range, it does a lot of damage. But I like the rocket too. Is there no way to get? There is not. Sometimes you can just get like MI8 rocket and then just get 6 of them in this tab. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it does in the game. It's just I prefer the rocket too because it's got just lots of rockets. And that seems to, and it can fire them all from further away, whereas this has to get in 1400 meters range to use the govs, and I really don't think it's that good, honestly. Air, so generally people will bring 2 cards of fighters because of how bad they are, but you can just rely on the cubs, right? And yeah, I can see why you brought 2 cards of cubs. These are nice, but if you like, I've got enough, then you just downvet this, get rid of this, and put the Shilker in at 1 vet, and then you've got, 9 radar AA. Because, yeah, your fighters are kind of crap. Napalm thing is also a bomber, so that can be cool. It's 3 availability. This thing's pretty good against helos, because these guns can fire at helicopters, so you tend to kill it. Because you've got 4 guns on the helo. This is, these are useful at the start, but I mean, it depends. If you're against like a cub div and they just open 2 cubs, then you buy these and they just basically all die, and then that's it. Anyway, that's it for the deck review. I mean, the thing is, like, it's really nice to have this because you really do struggle against yeah. So like, get rid of that because you don't really need it. If you want a vehicle recon, you have this. And then you can get the cluster, because against, like, what do you do against tanks? This thing is pretty cool against targets at the start of the game. But yeah, against tanks you really want both of these, I think. Because against medium and heavy tanks you literally can't do anything. Anyway, let's see how this game plays out against this heavy tank div. Right, so with that out of the way, talking briefly on the map, basically the blue side is weaker unless you have airborne forward deployment, and your opponent doesn't, in which case like you can YOLO into Elena. Honestly, this is one of the more balanced maps in rotation. Blue's advantage is they can attack into Elena at the start, which is Red's zone. Red's advantage is that Paul is a lot easier to attack than Anna. But then Blue can attack Emma quite a bit easier than Red can attack Boris, so it's actually a reasonably well-balanced map. But it just depends. If you've got the airborne forward deployment, you really want to be on this side. If you both have airborne forward deployment, then it doesn't really matter, and if you both don't, then it doesn't really matter, in which case Red's on the better side. And as you can see, neither of these guys have airborne forward deployment. In terms of the divisions, 2Y just got added to the game. I've got a guide on it. I've actually also got another game cast from Verter playing it, as you'll know from the deck review, which you didn't skip. And he had like 3 bailed out tanks. It was very depressing. So hopefully that doesn't happen to him this time, although it would be very funny. I do have a guide on 2Y, so you can check that out. BG, Baldur's Gate, Berlin Gropers. They used to be called Untermensch Zentrum, but yeah, can't get away with anything. So this div, like, it's not terrible, it's just really, really, really hard to execute. And because T55As cost what they're worth now, there's like no reason to play this. You might as well just play 7th Panzer if you want to spam T55s and get the rest of the division. Or 4th Mott if you want kind of a more motorized thing. They do get some very nice infantry options, like the Wachschutzen are like basically some of the best infantry in the game in terms of cost efficiency and stuff. And that's helpful, but I mean, that's about it really. Really struggle against heavy tanks, which, well, what do you know? But basically, Red has a window at the start. If he buys enough crap and just throws it everywhere, Blue, essentially, his div's quite weak at the start, and so if like 3 T55As come down here, and they should be able to get a lot done before all the heavy tanks start showing up, although he's actually opened with a bunch of heavies, which is interesting. It's not really what you want to do. Is 2Y, you want to basically make your picket line and make sure the enemy doesn't get around you, because if he gets around you, then your blob can't really do stuff. Anyways, looking at the deployments, we got Verter here. He's open with a Razvedka to the communist building, because communists can see further than atheists. Like atheist, communist, atheist, communist. Here's a church. Religious people can also see further than atheists, right? But not as far as communists, apparently. Anyway, so Razvedka's going to an airport control tower. Airport control towerers can see further than atheists. And Razvedka Saperi going to here. On the left, we have a blob consisting of... is that just attack moved, or is that attack fast moved? Because otherwise, like, why is he not using the road? Anyway, two T-72s, a Bryusa, BMP-1, and a T-72K, so three T-72s. And on the right, we've got Conkers, BMP-2, Bryusa going, he's not past it, a BMP-1, and a T-64 AK. So yeah, four heavy tanks in the opening is... Oh, I suppose this is basically a medium. This is kind of like a medium heavy. It's not a clear distinction, right? This is obviously a heavy tank, because it's very well armoured. Anyway, it's up to discussion. Switching to his opponent's deployment, we got MEMEZ, and he's playing a BG, a Baldur's Gate. Good game, that, actually. Go woke, get millions upon millions of dollars, and become one of the most successful games of all time. So, we got some Aufklärer here. Yeah, just reconnaissing. That's the word. We've got some more Aufklärer for here. Typically, you want to put like a SPW Conkers thing, or an Iltis Milan Jeep, you know, one of those ATGMs in here, because you can shoot the guys as they come in. It's pretty funny. So yeah, generally, like, the red side is considered a bit better, because one thing I missed out, because yeah, obviously the Paul Anna thing, but also Elena is a lot easier, past the first minute with the forward deployment, Elena's a lot easier to defend than Fedor. Fedor's like, it's got no depth in it, right? Elena has multiple lines of defense and then some nice fallback positions. This basically only has one line and one fallback position. I suppose two if you count this. Anyway, we got a Conkers going to mid. It's on the wrong... Is it? Probably, I don't know. We'll see who gets there first. Vakshutsen. Wow, very aggressive Vakshutsen deployments. Especially given that there's no recon ahead of them, so they might just run into the enemy and die. This one Razvedka is going to be there, so we'll see how many of them die in the transports. These do have 2 front armor, and this has 15 pen, which is enough to one-shot the 2 front armor because this only has 8 HP. Anyway, we got his open Gvozdika. Okay. For the early game smoke, I mean, okay, we'll see how that goes. ZU-23. ZU-23. 2 more recon, Vak Aufklärer, tall building. This is also a tall building. See further, etc. And just a bunch of infantry, Mochus and Strela, Conkers, RPO, Vakshutsen. So, interesting. The tanks are going to run right into the infantry, but there is smoke, so if he smokes off the tanks, then the infantry can get in and hit him with the Mega RPG, which has terrible range, but 20 pen. Right, let's cast the game. Right, so they're off, and it's time for me to thank the generous channel joiners, generously joining the channel. They get their names on the screen, they get the videos early, they get members exclusive videos. One join at the lowest level's worth 2,000 views, so if you're feeling bad about your ad block, it's a great way to support the channel. At the highest tier, you get your games cast at a rate of 1 per calendar month. So if you want some kind of coaching, this is basically the closest thing to it that I know of. There are other people who've like tried coaching programs, and it just basically doesn't work. So, last man standing award, right? So the Gvozdika's firing away here. Or the SFL-H2S1 122mm. I'm sure that's what the troops called it. So big smoke coming out, and it's interesting. He's going for not the tallest building. He was originally, but he moved it when he saw the smoke. The thing is, right, you can't actually smoke off these tall buildings. Don't know if MEMEZ knows that. You cannot smoke this. I mean, obviously this will cover that, but you can still see over the top of the smoke. and you can't smoke the wall of this building basically. Just something to keep in mind. So Vakshutson coming in here. Typically, you'd want to send like an empty transport first. Like this would be perfect to be out ahead, because if this shoots, then you know it'll kill this, and it's not got anybody in it, so that doesn't matter. Anyway, this is gonna die really quickly if he doesn't do something. He didn't do. Oh, well, no, he gets out there. This smoke's really interesting now because the T-72s can't engage these targets. You see over here. So yeah, I think he missed his first round. Yeah. Okay, so big blobs coming in here. It's going on the CV. Okay, just automatic targeting. Razvedka here going down, but yeah, this CV is not going to be able to get in here because these guys can just hide behind these buildings. Do have to turn off auto cover, which he has done. But yeah, the smoke, like without the smoke, this blob would just be killing all this. So he's going for the, I mean, that's not a bad idea, really. You see early play, it's a bit of a pain, but it's only 150 pints, and that's the only thing there that could really kill him. Or he could have just bought a howitzer for basically the same price and done the same thing. And then it would still be firing now. So something to consider. Anyway, yeah, so he's gone past the smoke, and now there's just this, right? So AT plane coming out, he's going for the CV. CV's only got 15 HP. OSA goes down as well, so that's 50% chance, so 25% chance to hit twice because of the probability tree. Bro, I'm a genius. Anyway, he's forgotten about this CV, so I don't know if he's bought another one or what, but basically this needs to get over here, right? The Conquers has run out of bullet, so it's like the T-64 is going to clean it up. He's really got to be careful not to get too close, but the Vakshut's at AT range is very bad. So he needs to basically jump forwards a building and then just hide. If he just stays here, he's going to die, right? His guy's routed though, so it's just going to automatically start running away. He's making ground, but he's not securing his zone, so soon Verter will be ahead. He will be on a +2 because he's going to get in here as well. The Vakshutsen weren't deployed properly. He should have had one in here and one in here, but no, it looks like now he's in the open against, you know, something that's pretty decent against infantry because of the fire rate. So it's not fantastic. It looks like he's managed to, okay, T-64. I mean, if it just kind of stays there, then he's going to be able to kill it. Depends. If it just kind of oh, yeah. What? Right. Anyway, over there, you know, he's struggling a bit because now he's in the open, right? But this should get a shot off. And okay, I don't know if you saw how it died in 2 stages there. He got a crit. Otherwise, it wouldn't have killed it. But he would have been able to fire again, and so he probably would have killed it on the second round. So, but yeah, you saw how it died in 2 stages. That's how you know. Anyway, a bit of crazy micro here. So if he'd hidden it there, then he would have been fine. But otherwise, he's getting shot up. And the T-72s are killing all his infantry. And this is the problem with this div. You can't kill enemy heavy tanks. The only way you can do it is with planes. And your fighters aren't good, so you can't keep air superiority, and you don't have seeds, so you can't kill enemy stuff. It's like, so yeah, you basically have to smoke the whole map, and just rely on smoke and infantry to kill stuff. You see how he switched off these bombs so that he can drop the first set and then switch on the second set and drop the second set, so you get 2 bombs off for 1, but it's only got 6 HP and this does 6 damage, so there it goes. And that's the issue with those planes, and that's why they should really be higher availability. It's one of those things. Some people think otherwise because basically if you buy all 3 at once, which is essentially what you have to do, this can't kill them all because it's only got 2 missiles or whatever. So, not sure what's going on there. Okay. So MiG-23 will get, yeah, it was going to get another volley off there. Anyway, Verter on the +2, and looks like MEMEZ really struggling here. Although the Motschutz and Strela are getting some licks in. hit this twice, but you need to hit it 3 times to kill it. And yeah, the Vosdeek has gone silent, and I don't really see how he wins this, frankly, because, well, it's just infantry. It's all just infantry, and his opponent gets heavy tanks. It's a nice big open map, so the hell are you supposed to do apart from smoke everything, which he was doing, but he stopped. And yeah, now he's just getting killed in the open by all this wheeled fire support, right? The BTR-80 beats the SPW-70. It is 5 points more, like. And he's brought it at no vet. Not sure what came in this to be at no vet. So, he gets the Vakshutsen out there. Yeah, it didn't die in the transport. And yeah, you see these AA guns are pretty useful. You just kind of right-click them across the ground, and they're very slow, but they eventually get there. But yeah, he needs, spoke about this in the deck review, he needs 2 cards of infantry ATGMs and 1 card of MMGs. That's how you play basically every infantry div, so. Because yeah, the Vakshutsen are mainly for attacking, right? Whereas those things are for defending, and you mix in the infantry ATGMs into your attack, and because they outrange the tanks. So if you're attacking over an open field, it can work. The issue is they get sniped really easily by even like a plane jet can just kill them. But you definitely need some more conkers up here. Yeah, so he's getting 1 and some vehicle-borne long-range AT. And yeah, killing the Gvardetsi should be no problem for him really. But how does he get? I mean, I suppose honestly, if he just got all this and right-clicked over here, he would get in. But he doesn't know, does he? So he's going to keep attacking here, which, you know, on paper makes sense, because this is where the town is, so that's where the close-range combat is, right? And this is a nice big open field. But look how much infantry he's got, right? Look how little his opponent has. But look at that, triple big 21 Bison coming out here. So, might get a double kill on this one. Okay, he just misses everything, apparently. Because this was moving and it... I guess he lost vision or something. Yeah, he did. So it was just shooting at the old place where it was before, because you see this is blue, so it can't actually see it. This Buryusa's getting some serious hits. The Conkers goes down. This guy's still going. Gets a Vakshutsen. He really needs to buy his Cubs. He's still not buying them. I mean, these will get one-shot by Cubs, and he's seen all 3 of them now, so they're coming back in like a minute. So you need your Cubs, basically. He just doesn't want them. Interesting to see this div, though. It's quite rare. Yeah, you're starting to mix it. Basically, if you just buy infantry, then you're going to lose, right? So you need to mix it up with everything else. And yeah, you're starting to bring some... like, the whole point is basically you can get all the T-55As out at the start with a couple infantry and kill everybody. But these are the first T-55 purchases, so... just overdoing it on the infantry. His opponent is bringing his own infantry. I'm surprised to not see any... like BMP-2s would clean this up pretty well, because they kill all the light things, and they kill all the infantry. We've not seen any BMP-2s out of him. He's just going for the BTR-80s, which, yeah, they also work against the... in fact, actually, yeah, but something like a Maryutka can kill him quite easily, or a T-55A. So, yeah, BMP-2's good bet. Anyway, he's cycling his infantry, right? You see they're not dying. They're not really killing much either. I mean, obviously, yes, wow, 2 things just died. I mean, the tank specifically, he really just can't do anything about those. He needs this to be firing. And, you know, just firing smoke at the tanks. You know, this is an idea, right? Because it's out of range. But he'll have to hit it like 10 times to kill it. So, you know, it's a bit of an issue. Really struggling against these tanks. They're just sat there shooting at him. He can't do anything. These 100mm guns are pretty nice, right? His opponent's bought one of his 4 Akatsias. There you go, see, 1 HP lost, so it's going to fire all 18, and, you know... yeah, pretty tough gig playing BG. Look, wow, 1 HP! Yeah, Really needs to up his smoke game. he had it, and he just kind of gave it up, you know? Quit smoking, basically. It is really expensive, to be honest. I'm not really sure how that happened. Was that reversing or something? Yes, it was. He'd given it a move away order instead of a reverse order, so it was showing its rear towards the enemy, and that's how it died, because otherwise it would have taken 1 more damage. So, just like that, the map, because like, there was another one here, and he just kind of left it there, and the enemy ran up to him and blew him up, so just like that, the game has changed completely, because that's 400 units, 400 points worth of units. This is 55, so you could get 4 of these for one of those tanks. And so 8, basically. Not like 7, right? 7 of these for a tank. 7 of these for both of those tanks, and well, here they are, right? Wow, 7 units are pushing. Do you see what I mean? Obviously, it's an approximation. Still no cubs, though. Just really, really likes getting blown up, apparently. So, you know, he's going to lose some more guys. Will he learn his lesson? Doesn't look like it. No cubs. These get one shot by cubs. This is 2 minutes, not 1 minute. And now there's a helo. Will he buy AA? Will he learn his lesson? Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's just going to keep running at him with infantry. So, yeah, what can I say? You know, Moschus and Strela are nice, but he brings them a no vet, and there aren't enough of them, and there's no cubs, and so ticks just happened, so now I'd expect to see some cubs. Right, these bombers have come in so many times. Wow, there you go. 1 cub. 1 cub. And some Strela and some supply. So, yeah, I mean, he's just hemorrhaging units, because every 2 minutes he loses 3 units, because these come in and kill him. And he's just not doing anything about it. So, needs at least 2 cubs. Not sure why. I mean, the Strelas, I guess, against this, but isn't that what the they're all dead, aren't they? Oh, Moschus and Strela are for. I think one of them got bombed. This is really not fantastic, man. I mean, he's just sort of walking towards him and dying. He is gaining ground, but the tanks have now been replaced, so he's lost all those gains. He could also buy his fighters, 2 of his fighters, and send it in on this. His opponent doesn't have cubs, right? So, okay, so he's going more into the T-50, so he's trying to attack here now, maybe? Or is he? I'm not really sure what he's doing. Okay. This is out of rounds. This is not running away, so it's gonna get shot. Did he land it? Oh, he landed it. Okay. So now he's attacking here, but also attacking here or somewhere. Basically, he's just losing all his guys because he's just sending them all forwards in weird ways. Okay. Like I said, very hard div to play. Just dodges there, I guess. I think it lost LOS. Yeah, generally with BG, it's about, you know, getting the fist and smacking him with the early game fist, T55s and Vakshutzen. You know, with early game AA, right, Moschus and Strelas and Cubs behind it. But he's kind of, like, he had that kind of idea, and he kind of got up to here, and then he got pushed back, and now he's just doing everything at once, and, you know, like, where's... Is it, you know, why are they going back here? They could just hide behind the buildings, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, Blue's got it pretty much sorted here. He's just going to sit there, I guess, and buy the tanks. And the later this goes on, the easier it's going to be for him, because the more tanks he's going to have, and the worse the T-55As are going to be at dealing with them. Oh, he's using the arty again. So will he stand up? He's got time to stand up. What the fuck? He only fired one bullet at him? He must have interrupted another volley, and so it would fire whatever's left in the old volley and then just start reloading. So that's why that's happened. Thing is, if it's... Oh, he can't stand up, because if it stands up, this will shoot him. That's pretty funny. Because, yeah, ground range and then helicopter range, so that's the ground range, not the helo range. So yeah, some of the vac shots are getting repaired, some more T-55As coming in and just kind of YOLOing straight into the enemy so they can get shot. No recon with them. I mean, I suppose this is here, but you need the BRM-1K really so they can actually see these things when they shoot them. That's a good way of dealing with that. Okay, so this is reloaded now. So now he can take off because that's dead. Well, I suppose this is here, so... does eventually go down to the Gvozdika there. Lots of action over here, healing up. And yeah, the game slows down for a second while everybody takes stock, but... Yeah, BG, you gotta be pushing. Oh, here we go. The tanks are just, you know... walking into the Conkers. This could just come out and just kill all three of these, so... Yeah, I mean, I get what he's going for, right? It's just he can't click fast enough, basically. Like, these should be in here with this. There should be recon with it. Like, this guy should be running across this field so these guys can actually see. Because they can't... It's right there. They can't see it because they're T-55s without recon support, so... And, like, some of this infantry, you know, you load it up and swing it over, get some infantry in there. He's just sending some units to here. Okay. So T-72, you'd expect to just basically kill all of these. He didn't bring any AA, so the helo's going to shoot him. Cluster plane coming in. I mean, so yeah, Verter plays with auto sell off. I got crit, and so he has a lot of units sat around that he could get a lot of extra points from by selling. But he manually sells them instead of having the auto sell on. There you go. Basically, you want to send two of these because one might not kill it. Because it might get hit by something, basically. Obviously, it worked there. And this actually got out. These guys would be useful on the front lines. I don't understand why he sent them here. Like, why there specifically? Was there somebody here or something? Anyway, this could be firing away. Somehow this has worked. I mean, I'm not really sure how. I guess, yeah, Blue just didn't have any AA here, and he didn't actually have any infantry. It was just this thing, and it ran out of bullets, so... That's a BG strat. Just run at your enemy until he runs out of bullets. That's also a valid strat. Here come the triple bombers. Here's the Cub, wowee! And, yeah, so it was in the open there, so it got shot. But it got one, and that means it's paid for itself. Because that's 150 and that's 110. So this guy doesn't have AT. This guy does. Showing his side armor there. I think that was still front armor. But... Anyway, yeah, the recon's shown up. The Cub with the CV next to it for upvet. Over here, there's just a bunch of guys just chilling, having a smoke break. Next to all these high-grade explosives here, so doesn't look great. I'm not sure why he's turned off the RPOs. So, yeah, more planes coming in. He has made it in here, though. He keeps losing vision or something. These things fly like bricks, so unless you're basically bombing in a straight line, you're just not going to hit them. This big infantry blob is slowly moving towards the T-72s. Cluster's coming in for the Cub. That's pretty smart, actually, going for the AA. So, CV coming in, but hasn't been given an unload command. Okay, noticed in time. I was going to say, that would have been pretty upsetting. Anyway, so he sent some TO-55s past these guys to this, but these guys are still just chilling out. The infantry blob, or like, I guess he's just kind of spreading everybody out, but like, you want them behind buildings and stuff like that, not just like there. What? Do you know what I mean? Why is that there? You can hide it behind a building. And then it'll be in cover, right? You don't want to just leave stuff in the open. But, I mean, somehow he's done it. Blue could have bought stuff like this, I suppose, and he just went for 5 planes. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, Blue is losing the tick at the moment. He's brought some units around to deal with this. But, like, I don't understand. Okay, so this is just turning. But, yeah, he's not looking, so that's going to get side shot. These are still here. I don't understand some of the infantry positioning, frankly. You want them in cover, basically. Or in, like, a choke point or something, right? So, like, behind a building can work very well. Anyway, these are just coming around once every 2 minutes. The cub is here now. The next cub. He's got 4 and he brings up 1 vet, so it's 2 cards. So, basically you want to turn off the attack move, because then as soon as it goes out of the range, it'll move and then it'll miss. So, free miss. See, this guy is behind the building. Cluster's trying to kill that cub. But look, it has to turn all the way around again. These napalm planes have regular bombs on them, as well as napalm. In Broken Arrow, that's really good. In this, it's just, you might as well just have 2 sets of regular bombs. It'd be a lot better, frankly. Obviously, you don't get to choose. So, the Osa's one-shot this, so I'd be very surprised if it... Well, it did actually get its bombs off, and his opponent didn't move, so... It's a 60-point unit, so... You gotta, you know... Definitely have time to sort that out, frankly. He's not very fast. So, T-72 almost got side shot there, I think. I think that would be a side shot angle, because it's looking at this, right? More infantry's coming in. The fighter not quite in position, but yeah, look, if you change targets with these, they have to go around. They're just very difficult in that way, because they have very poor agility or something. The actual agility stat on the unit doesn't actually change anything, from what I understand. So that's Cluster, and he kind of missed. Still did a little bit. So this thing's very good, because it's got 40% ECM. So naturally the first cub shot hits it. It's 40% ECM there. Welcome to Warno. So yeah, so like getting this guy right behind there, that is a good strat, right? And then, because yeah, I don't think he'll be in range, so you just put it right behind, and then when he comes in, you kill him. But yeah, you gotta be smoking and stuff on these tanks. Very hard div to play, BG. I don't recommend it, really. It's a challenge div. One of the worst in the game. One of the weakest. So, yeah. I mean, as for Verter, you know, his arty is not really firing. He's trying to get back in here, but I think he might have run out of infantry or something. Oh, he's buying more. He's just sending it over here, as opposed to fixing this big problem. He's trying to counter push here, which is where his enemy's strongest. So yeah, you want to hide behind these buildings and so on. So probably be able to shoot that, actually. Yep. Oh, I missed, okay. Katsia's shooting though. And yeah, I mean, well, you know, if the game ended right now, MEMEZ would... Well, it would be a draw, actually, but, you know, in the time it would take this to get in, MEMEZ would win. You need 100 points difference for a win. In ranked matchmaking, in a tournament, it's usually just 1 point difference. Group stages have draws, but, you know, in the playoffs, draws are just a big pain in the neck. So here are lots of 0 vet Marchas and Strelo. You don't have to say F and then U with Shift F U. You just click it and click Y and then click over here, and it will automatically do the needful. So these guys do have smoke, so he could smoke that and run away. But I don't think he's looking over there. No, he is. So yeah, he's hiding behind the buildings. Oh, he threw the smoke. So So HE bomb, yeah, I don't really think, yeah, because he knows where you are. So, and now, oh yeah, he was trying to escape because he figured, okay, the HE bombers. Oh, he did actually kill it, but he loses all of his units in that zone. But he's had the points now, so now blue has to attack. Pretty interesting matchup. 2I's got an absolutely crazy advantage, basically, especially at this point in the game. At the start, BG had the advantage a little bit because you could just buy a bunch of T-55s and click them down roads. Especially with that smoke thing he was doing. If he'd added some T-55s in there, would have been really good because you can get close with them and then you can actually hurt the tanks. But yeah, it looks like Verter's going to get a CV in Fedor and stop the tick. But Red's just got the advantage, man. Lots of guys just kind of hanging out still. Yeah. So, Red does have 2 RM70s in his deck. This is the first one. Honestly, I think you lose way too much momentum having because this div's all about the early game. And so if you have even 1 RM70, it's not going to help you much. I think 2 upvetted Akatsi is probably a better shout, and then some smoke mortars maybe. In the deck review I said you could bring 1 RM70 if you want. I mean, yeah, you can, but I think because you want that momentum, and the RM70 is more of like a slogging match kind of thing. Or is it? I mean, you can hit a zone and then get in there and they'll all be low cohesion and stuff, so that's nice. Anyway, so he's just going to walk this CV in. Oh, no, I see where it's going. His opponent will know about it, though, because of where he sent it. If he'd sent it this way, then obviously he wouldn't have seen it. So yeah, will these go with him? Will they support him? Or, I mean, they've at least moved forwards a couple 100 meters. Almost a kilometer and a half, so yeah, typically you'd want to send some other than the CV first, like even just like this. No, I guess not. So I got some, yeah, because yeah, Verter has auto sell-off. So he just ends up with all these transports around. Katsi is going for where the Gvozdika was, but it's moved. But, you know, if you buy artillery, you want it to shoot straight away, because otherwise it's a big waste of time buying it, because it's not doing anything. And, yeah. Hopefully some of these guys who are just chilling can get healed up and, you know, get moving and get over here, because, well, there's a big hole here in his line. And it's not because he's lacking troops, it's just because half of them are stood over here. So RM70 is going to fire away. The Gavardets here at 2 vet, which is interesting. Back out are going down there. You see he's put an empty truck there, so if the truck disappears, then he knows who it's been taken. You know, somebody's there. But I don't think you get a notification. If it gets shot, you get a notification. I think if it gets taken, you don't. Anyway, he's given these fast moves, so what's going to happen is it'll fast move up to here, and then it'll turn, it'll come down this road and go back up to here, and then it'll turn and go back to here. So, we'll see. And yeah, it's a shame he's not sending these guys with it, because I thought that was the whole reason they were there, but I guess they're just some sort of defensive force, in which case it should be a Malyutka P and a Malyutka P, and, you know, maybe one of these, but... really, just one Malyutka P there is a nice defensive force. They're not going to get through that quickly. So yeah, blue is in the zone. Why blue is choosing to attack where red is strongest is beyond my knowledge. This didn't even cap that, apparently. I guess... Well, I'm very surprised by that. It should cap that. There's no units around it. So... The Gvozdikas are doing literally nothing, because they are Gvozdikas. The Napalm plane sort of misses there. The Napalm doesn't really hurt you, unless you walk into it. If you're in a building, it doesn't hurt you, but it does destroy the building. And yeah, he got in, because there's just nobody here. Oh, man. Still just chilling out with all his tanks. Big air battle here. The 40% So yeah, this is how you do it with BG. You like send out the fighters with it and stuff, and you send out all the planes at once, because then they can't all die. The Cub did go down somehow. Oh, the T-72 shot it. And yeah, you can overwhelm the enemy with just massed planes. It's flying over all the Novet Strelas. It's okay. Oh dear, you didn't have enough. You didn't have enough. Only 6, 7. Only 7. Yeah, Blue's CV's coming in, so there's still hope for him really, but I mean he's just not looking over here. So this will keep happening until he notices, because he's not even I mean, he can just kill this straight away. He's even got a CV, he just doesn't, he's not looking. So oh dear. Yeah, Gvardets, unsupported Gvardetsi are gonna lose to 10 Guerrilla Motshutsen. And yeah, you know, BMP2s here super useful, because like you'll notice this just can't kill the infantry fast enough, whereas autocannons be a lot better at it, because they fire more bullet. So you might get 2 here, but I'll just be 1. The other guys, they lose a lot of cohesion mana. Still not noticed this is happening. Just not. I mean, he's sending things over here, so like he's sending it here, and he's not noticing this. I guess not. And yeah, the AT plane's coming in. Oh wow, he gets another OSA. So that's a good idea. He's only got 2 of these though. He didn't bring like the big clusters. That's something else we discussed in the deck review. This div does struggle to keep its tanks alive against planes, because it doesn't have a Cubs, right? So that's something you can see he's struggling with. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be a pretty convincing win for MEMEZ here. I mean, he just kind of just swarmed him with loads of shit. I mean, look at he's sending the trucks in. What a crazy game! What a retarded game! I mean, honestly, you know, if you're the red player, you want to mix in some PKM teams and some unspeakable ones and some Conkers and some T-55s. If you're the blue player, you want to mix in some BMP too, and just do some noticing. Okay, he's noticed. He's doing some noticing now. Might send this over to check it out, instead of just sitting there and getting shot by Strelas until you die. But yeah, you can tell all the focus is here, right? And yeah, I think Blue's general strategy of I will attack the town against the div with all the infantry is probably not the best idea. But hey, at least none of his tanks got bailed out this time, which is what happened last time. So yeah, he's coming over into here, and there's no defense there. The tanks are being deployed. This one T-80U should just kill all those. It's run out of invars though. And yeah, you see the power of the MiGs are just one-shotting all this. Alright, just ran out of the will, I suppose. And yeah, you can see the T-55's just dying to the T-80. The Novet T-80. Okay, he's woken up. So there is a CV back here that could be sent in. Now, don't forget about your RT CV if it comes down to it. Basically, you should send this there and then buy another one for the RT. Because if you just think about it, this will get there a lot faster than one from all the way back here. And if your RT's left without a CV for a while, it's really not a big deal. Anyway, this guy gets cleaned up. See the napalm coming in here. It's going to miss, though, because he put it on the building. So, yeah, I mean, it's fire, so he's got to reverse out the fire. The tank will do it automatically. Anyway, you see the power of the Strelas there, doing as little as possible. So, yeah, what he could do is, you know, he's got these 3. He could smoke, and then just run this into the corner. Because now Blue's on a +2. And if he keeps it, I think he might win. Right, +2 with 4 minutes. So, it's possible. So BMP2 just coming in here. I mean, really, you just want to put this in front of it, so because like, if this just jumps in here, he's going to kill it, right? And that's what's happening. So there it goes. Yeah, you don't want to blob your guys multiple in one building. Always a bad idea. More CVs, just... I guess that's why he's got 9. But, I mean, surely this would be better spent here. He's got another one for that. But yeah, you see how much... I mean, he's got lots of CVs. He's got 9. But yeah, this would obviously would have got there a bit faster. I think if this gets in there... I mean, if he does it like that, then obviously it's, it's probably not going to. So yeah, we'll see what happens. He's trying to kill the T-72 with the Gvozdika, which is very bad, so it doesn't do anything. Yeah, you can see the power there. I mean, obviously it's on the edge of the circle, but... yeah, light howitzers are very bad. Very, very bad. And, oh, okay, so he's been a bit smarter about it, right? What? Oh, okay. So yeah, he needs some smoke. I mean, he was smoking before. Yes, he's relearnt the smoke ability. You see these guys are getting whittled away. So yeah, Verter, he can still win this, I think. He just needs to get this CV in here and kill this. Oh, he's noticing. Oh, yeah, because the turret's is facing this way, but you saw some, like the machine gun on the top was shooting it. So that's independently rotated. So he knows about the CV, mate. Or I mean, he should, because he was shooting at it. But okay, we got the double CV attack with the smoke. Okay, last shot, Ramirez. He dies. So it looks like this is going to get in. I mean, he's got a CV right here, but people generally forget about the RTCV. I do as well, actually. It's easy to do. So he sees this, and he sees this. He loses them both, and he lost this, and he's not sending in the... He's buying some more CVs. Can he kill this, maybe? Oh, wow, the CV hit. How did that die? I think this must have killed it. So it's not going to be a +3. Looks like he's going to need a +3. He could still get a draw, I guess. Like, he's got a CV back here. It should just be fast moved in there, man. Like, fast move it. You don't have time for this. But yeah, it looks like Red's going to clinch it. What a mess. Pretty entertaining game, actually. A bit silly, but... yeah, looks like Red's going to clutch it. Blue just out of time. And it literally, that was just this. Because if you think about it, you know, how long was that there for? Getting those ticks. Chai burst out. These guys, yeah, so throw your smoke now. Use your smoke, Luke. Use the smoke. Okay, didn't have to. Wow, what a game. Pretty interesting game. So this is MEMEZ, rank 3,454. And this is Verter, rank 362. So you'll have lost a lot of elo from that game. And there you go, yeah, so it's a neither player plays very much. Okay. Bit embarrassing for Verter there. This is the hippie dividend, bro. MEMEZ clearly a hippie channel enjoyer. You know, plays less than 1/10 of his opponent's games and beats him. So there you go. Watch hippie videos, he says to the people who have made it to the end of a hippie video. That was a pretty funny game, actually. 200 games versus 3,000. Damn. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. GG.